Pickable, I just put them bookers in my chain. Pickable, 80 pointers like a Kobe game. Pickable, 7.62s, I make them plain. Pickable, popping out when I smoke my name. Like bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. The type of shit I'm on, you wouldn't understand. The type of skits I'm on, you wouldn't understand.
Every time I start vlogging again after a while, it's almost like learning how to walk again. But first of all, Happy New Year. I hope you guys celebrated with your family. I hope the New Year's been treating you well so far. For the, how many days? 13 days we've been in it so far. Hopefully it's been good. For a lot of people, the New Year means new resolutions, big goals, this, that. Listen, me and you, we're not doing all that, okay? We are actually gonna plan what we wanna accomplish, what we wanna do, and we're gonna figure out how we're gonna do it. That's the whole concept of this video. Because my problem is, and I kind of touched on this in the little 1-minute video I did. If you didn't watch that, go watch it. It was pretty fun to make. But I touched on how, honestly, for the past couple of years, I haven't made the most progress in the world, you know, with school, financially, with content, with so many other avenues. I feel like I've been at the same spot. Like, I feel almost similar to when I turned 18, like finishing high school. I feel like, yes, of course I've matured, I've grown as a person in my mindset, in my faith, in many ways, yes. But as far as my future and goals I've set, I feel like I've been at the same spot. And I feel like, you know, I haven't created the correct systems to go about achieving my goals, if that makes sense. Because kind of going back, the thing with New Year's resolutions, right? A lot of the times people don't make goals to actually achieve those resolutions or make changes, you know? They expect it to just be like, new year, new me. We are not doing that, like I said. So I wanted to take the time to make this to kind of give you an idea on how, if you want to also, you know, make some goals, try and accomplish them. I want this to be somewhat of inspiration and help you get ideas, if that can help out in any way. And also, my friend had given me an idea. She asked me, or she gave me the idea to do a vision board, because she was also doing one. And like, I've never really been a vision board kind of guy, unless it was like for class or something like that. I've never done a vision board, never in my life. But we're gonna try one this year. We're gonna get everything out, all of the goals, all the ideas, this, that, and the third. We're gonna get it, put it all together. I don't know if there's like a specific way on how to vision board. I'm about to just get a bunch of pictures of whatever and then put 2025 in the middle. That's kind of my vision for it. I need to show you guys when I'm home though. I'm on the way home now from class. Dude, it's so annoying. I have a 9:30 class, and the commute here every day is like almost an hour. Well, like 50 minutes with traffic. And class is at 9:30, but I gotta leave at like 8:15 every day. So there's no more like late night staying up editing. There's no more like staying up, acting a fool on the game. Like, okay, there is, but I have to cut it down drastically. But those are sacrifices needed to succeed and, again, meet my goals that I'm gonna talk about more and kind of just give a general idea, because there are some goals that I'm gonna keep to myself, but overall I wanna, again, let this help you get an idea for how you can map out your goals, make a vision board, whatever you want to do, right? But before any of that, I need to start recording a video on these lights that I got sent out to me from Neewer. They're basically these like RGB key lights. I've used them before, not from Neewer, but I've used these before. They're really nice for when you're out vlogging, you know, just having this like a pocket-sized light with you when you don't always have a source of light. It's really convenient. So shout out Neewer for sending this out. I need to make a TikTok and mainly a YouTube video on the product. I don't mention it much here because I haven't really been posting, but I have a main channel where I post like tech content, stuff revolving around my room, my setup. That's where I started making my content, hence the kind of overkill setup and the other setup here off screen. But I'd kind of been slacking on posting on that channel, partially because I've been really enjoying making the vlogs on here and on TikTok, but especially because I just been neglecting it, haven't really been inspired, and haven't had too many ideas. A lot of my YouTube content on that channel was really rinse and repeat, just setup tour, day in the life of a streamer. Like, it was cool in like 2021 with the pandemic, but nowadays it takes more creativity to have videos that do well. And I don't know, I fell out of love with those videos for a bit, but I've kind of been trying to go back to the root, or kind of how I started with just making videos about stuff in my room, not necessarily making it my main goal to get as many opportunities. Well, actually, let me word that differently. Being like solely focused on the opportunities, the views, being focused on that. And there's nothing wrong with focusing on that. That's kind of what the goal is. Work hard, show results, and it opens more doors. But that shouldn't be the only reason I'm making videos, and it kind of was for a little bit, hence me running out of ideas. But we're here. I thank God for the opportunity and the more opportunities that are to come. What might seem like a small key light could honestly be an opportunity for bigger and better in the future. That's how I'm looking at it. It's a goal of mine to keep up with that channel anyway, and I will dive into all of my other. Let me get this recorded first, because I like kind of have a script, but I kind of don't, so I can be real about the product. But I should have it planned out so I'm not lost. But again, I want to be authentic, so let me record this, and then we'll talk about the vision board, all that. So I finished recording, all of that went good. I feel pretty confident, and after I finished recording, I kind of updated my Notion calendar with school. I tried to keep it updated. Some of my teachers, they don't post the whole like quarter schedule, so that kind of messes me up, so I have to update it like weekly. So I was doing that, and then while I was doing that, I had to go visit the hospital for a family member who's been there for the past couple of days. Nothing serious now, things are looking better, but my point is I've been a little bit busy. For context, it is 12:12 right now. It is past midnight, and I gotta leave for school in like 8 hours. But I gathered all the pictures and kind of put together a rough idea for what I want for my vision board. I don't have anything designed at all specifically, but I gathered about, how much is 31 pictures in this album here, all related to different topics and goals that I have. Big goals, small goals. I just tried to get it all in one album, so that way with everything planned out, I can pick up the print either tomorrow after work or maybe Wednesday after class. Some really brief topics and focus points for my vision board include my faith, content, travel, the gym, school, I don't know if I said that already, videography, sorting out finances and debt, new car, getting a cat. There's more like little stuff, but those are just some of what I had noted down. My whole idea with this is to obviously reach my goals, but more than anything, I want this to at least set me on the right track. Like even if, okay, let's say in a year, right? Let's say I don't have enough for a car or like for buying my first car, right? Even if this year kind of pushes me in the right direction towards doing that in 2026 or 2027, I don't think it would go that far. But my point is, what's more important for me is actually making progress, no matter how big or small. I might only meet like 2 of these goals, 3 of these goals, but the only way I'd consider this a failure is if I am in the exact same spot at 22 years old, going into 2026, nothing new, same old regular schmegler. That's when it would be a problem. And also, I've been planning a lot of this out since like November. So like, I'm telling you, this is not just like new year, new me. Like I've tried to make sure that everything I have noted down is achievable and not just like, oh, in 2026, I'm finna be 5% body fat. I'm about to have 50K in this. Like, I'm being a little realistic, but I need to get those printed over the next couple of days. And I think when I print everything and put it all together on like an actual poster or frame, I can dive deeper into each of my goals. Cause again, there's stuff that actually, I'll dive into most of my long-term and short-term goals, but if it's something a little more like detailed and private, I'm not gonna tell you guys, if you know what I mean. That's for me. That is for me and for my Father in heaven. That, listen, I will get you guys plenty of content. I will keep y'all looped in and help you get an idea of how vision boarding can look. I'm not gonna say should look, because I don't know if there's a correct way to do this. I'm just doing what I feel is right and what can help me. But I'm tired. I am excited for the rest of this week. I don't have too much schoolwork, which is nice. Excited to get this vision board done. There's UFC this Saturday. Probably gonna hang out with the boys for that. I'm very excited. But until then, I need to sleep. I wonder if I can like, here, hold on tight. Hold on to something. Don't worry. I'm gonna just, hey, I was kind of clean. At least I hope it came out clean. If not, I look kind of dumb. But finished classes, I had a quiz. I think I aced it, honestly. I'm normally not like super confident, but it wasn't like a super hard math test, so I think I aced it. I hope, bro. Better not fail. But I bought the stuff needed for the vision board. I got these prints right here. Most of them are 4x6. And then I got this big old frame. I know it's not really a poster or like I don't know if people use frames for vision boards, but I'm gonna do it because I'm doing it my way. The prints came out a lot better than I expected. I know Walgreens is reliable and all, but I haven't ordered prints from them in a couple of years, so I kind of forgot quality-wise what their prints were like. But I have around like 30, I think 32 prints over here. And then I just wrote out and kind of cut out this little 2025 piece of paper to put in the middle. Once I have everything set up, I don't know how I'm gonna do this like layout wise at all, but I think that's kind of the point. It kind of gives me that creative freedom to see how everything pieces together, because right now nothing is final. I can mess around, put stuff wherever and see where it goes. And then I had an idea. I taped together the like cardboard part and the white like poster part of the frame. I'm gonna have everything from here, probably tape it onto here. I don't have reliable glue, so I might have to stick to tape, and then put it together with the frame that's on my bed. And then I don't know where to put it yet. I could put it on that wall right there. I might put it on this side of my wall, kind of near my door. I don't know yet, but I think more than anything, I need to put it together. I also really quick want to try and separate all the pictures depending on like the category and the topic or goal that I have. So I'm gonna try and do that super quick right now. I have them laid out into around 8, actually, 1, 2, 3. I think 8 categories. Nothing is super strict. I just wanted to have some kind of layout and show you guys all the prints. These are these nice little prints about faith. I found a lot of these online. I thought they looked cool and would be nice on a poster. And I feel like they're kind of good reminders to have. This was a talking point in my young adult group a couple days ago. A goal of mine is to be more knowledgeable in scripture, because there's a lot that I don't know. And I can admit that I don't know, but that excuse can only work for so long. You can't not know that much forever. You're gonna eventually have to take the time to be reading, be learning, which I've been doing more recently, but over the years I haven't really. So it can be kind of a reminder for that. Next section is videography / video work. I don't know how I'd go about this, but I would love to film more, not just for myself, but weddings are a good example. I'm sure there are other opportunities that I really do want to explore, because I feel confident in my abilities, my equipment. I know there are opportunities there to build a portfolio, a resume, because I don't know where I can use it yet, but I feel like pursuing it at least is important. I know this isn't really like equipment, but this is what I wore when I filmed my first wedding in the video I made. So I wanted to include that there. Next is travel, whether it is personal, for content, whatever the case may be, right? I do want to travel more. How many times did I travel last year? I think 3 times, 3 flights last year, which is the most I've ever done in a year. And hopefully we can equal that or do more. I have some pretty cool plans over the next couple of months. There will be vlogs on here. I'm not gonna dive into that too much, but expect some traveling in the first quarter of this year. A good segue from there is content. I have a little TwitchCon print thing. Again, it's kind of a reminder. I'm pretty confident I'll go this year. Last year was a really good experience. It helped me understand what to expect from it all, and it's something I want to do again for sure. Here's some of our cameras to kind of go along with the content creation section. This is just a bunch of social media platforms. Hopefully TikTok doesn't die within the next couple of days, so that can still be, never mind, there's not even TikTok on this one. I swear I made sure, but I guess not. Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, that's how you know this is old. It has X or Twitter and not X. Vlogging setup. And then this shot I got from one of my recent tech videos. One, because I really like the shot. I like the lighting, but also as an indicator to post more tech videos. The vlogs have been fun, but I do want to dive more into the tech videos again, and I really do believe there's potential in that scene for me. Next is fitness. There's only 2 pictures. I don't have very many, but I'm still kind of struggling and figuring out like the best, well, scheduling wise, the best times for me to go to the gym. Because for a couple weeks I went at like 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and I could do it, but now with school starting, it's like I cannot waste a second of my time. Like if I go to the gym at 6, I have to do my workout under an hour, do cardio half an hour, get home, super quick shower, super quick breakfast, and I just feel like that's not possible. I feel like it's putting a lot of extra pressure on me because I have to go to bed early, which isn't always possible with work, and then I gotta wake up at like 5. So I don't think the 6 a.m. gym route is the best for me, but we'll figure out something. These prints are towards school. I noted down for one of my goals, I wanted to end this year with a 3.5 GPA at least. I don't know what that accumulates to. What is that, like, that's an A, right? Or is that A minus? I don't even know, but I really want to focus on that because there have been times in the past where I've neglected school, but I really do think I've broken out of that. I ended last quarter with A's and A minuses, so that's a start. I'm feeling confident this quarter, and hopefully that can carry on throughout the year. It does suck with like not being able to game as late and putting other things to the side in order to have time to do homework and get ahead, study, whatever I might have to do. I don't like it at all, but I've come to enjoy the fulfillment and the reward from completing my homework, completing my tasks, getting good grades, you know? When I look at it in that way and kind of think about my future, it's a lot more motivating. Next, I mentioned a car. I really want to get a Tesla Model Y. Black exterior, white interior specifically. I wasn't a fan of the white interior initially because I was worried it would get dirty, but all the videos I've seen, I've been doing research, but I've been doing so much research. I feel like I have the car, even though I don't have it. I don't know if that makes sense. I've been watching so many videos, but I've been doing a lot of research, looking through their inventory. At one point it was like every day, but now it's like a couple times a week. I kind of slowed down on it just because like I know it's there, you know, I'm praying for it if it's what God has in store for me. So I'm not like stressing it too much, but it is exciting to think about because I really do think it's achievable. All of these goals, I said this earlier, all of these goals, everything I'm putting on this vision board is achievable. I know it is. And not only is it stuff I pray over, but it's stuff where I'm setting small goals to over time build into meeting the big goal. And again, even if I don't meet those goals, as long as I'm on the right direction towards those goals, I'm happy. And then the final section, these are more just personal goals. I have a UFC print. There's a UFC event in Seattle that focus, bro. I don't think they've been to Seattle in like a decade. So I have tickets, I have tickets for that now. So this is my birthday week. So I want to be vlogging that. That's gonna be sick. I have this little Crown of Thorns art. Do my parents watch these videos? I really want a tattoo, and I want that to be kind of like here, like around. I don't know if I want left or right. I was thinking left, but kind of around the arm here, like the forearm area. Am I actually gonna do that? I don't know. If you have foreign parents, you know that tattoos are a no-no. But one, it represents something good. Like for me, I'm not getting any tattoo if it's not related to the Lord or related to my faith or that. That's just me. I feel like I don't want to mark it talks about this in the Bible. I don't want to mark my body with anything else. You know what I mean? People are really quick to judge and misinterpret the word. It talks about in Leviticus how like don't get tattoos, but that's not referring to like they didn't have ink guns back then, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of talking about marking your body for worshiping false gods, and that is not what I want to do. So that's one point about it. Plus, I feel like if like I'm bettering myself, if you know I have grades to prove it, I am saving money, this, that. I mean, it's my life, right? But foreign parents, some of y'all don't understand. Some of y'all don't get it. But I feel like if I'm bettering my life and taking steps forward, it's not gonna matter. I might get yelled at, but what they gonna do? Take off the tattoo? No, bro. The final two pictures still in that like personal section. I have this little picture that says debt free. I'm not like drowning in debt or anything. I'm not like suffering, but there's little stuff I want to pay off this year and like not put off anymore, especially if I want to take bigger steps like investing in camera gear or getting a car. I don't want to have other stuff to pay off before that. So I want to get that out the way, take that kind of worry and stress off of my shoulders. And then this one might be what I'm most excited for. I really want a cat, bro. You know how I said I did a bunch of research on Teslas? Well, I kind of slowed down on that because I started watching a bunch of cat videos, like adopting a cat, what you need to know. I've been asking one of my homies who has a cat. I've been really looking into it. I mentioned it to my mom because she's like, well, one, she doesn't really like animals, but she's more of a dog person. We have a little Chihuahua, but she's kind of old now and getting close to that time. So, and she's more of like a family pet. Like she's not mine, if that makes sense. I want a cat. I want to have my own cat. I feel like that would be really nice. And I think they're really overhated. Like, especially, I guess, for example, with like cartoons, how they depict cats, how cats are constantly talked about. Oh, dogs are better. I love dogs. I'm still a dog person, but I can be a cat person too. Who say you can't be both? But as far as a time frame for that, I'm thinking it would probably be best to do it after some of the traveling I'm gonna do, because I don't want to have a new kitten, right? And then just be gone for like because it's more important to be there in like the early weeks and months. So I'm probably gonna focus on that. That probably won't be until like spring, pushing into summertime, if I had to guess. Actually, summer would be perfect because again, no school. If I want to take a class, right, I'll probably do it online. I'm not gonna work every day, so I'm gonna have days where I'm just chilling at home. Yeah, I'm excited. Again, all of this is attainable. So those are kind of the sections I thought about. I hope that gives you a rough idea on how I plan this out. Now I want to try putting it together. I want to take this to my bed and try and put it together. I feel like, is it all gonna fit? I don't know if it's all gonna fit on here, but we're gonna try. Alright, it's been a few hours. Vision board is all done. I figured it looked best in this corner, little space here. Because I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's a little too big to put like anywhere else. The other spot I was thinking about was here, but it would kind of be out of sight, and that's not what I want. So I feel like with here, the second I walk into my room, I'll see this. If I'm in bed, I can see it. If I'm at the setup, I can look over and see it. When I'm working over here, I'm not gonna be able to see it. I'm gonna have to like break my neck, but it's fine. I'm loving it so far. It honestly turned out better than I thought it would. Quality-wise, it all looks great. And again, just having all of your goals and visions and ideas out in one spot is really motivating, and it's a reminder of kind of what you're working towards. With my goals and visions, it's less about the material itself, but more of the journey to get to those materials. You know, the discipline, the consistency, the responsibility, and the fact that I'm choosing to set goals, come back a year later, and see that I've achieved those goals. And a lot of people can be motivated, but not a lot of people can be consistent. So that's something I want to work on. I'm excited to be debt-free. I'm excited to get good grades, go to a UFC event, TwitchCon, getting a car, getting a cat, a tattoo, video work, traveling, social media growth in my faith. I've only had this up for a couple hours and I'm already convinced. If you want a vision board, I think you should do it. It's not too late. You don't have to do it at the beginning of the year. Start whenever. I highly recommend it. I gotta get to editing this video, getting caught up on homework, thugging out the rest of this week so then UFC can get here on Saturday. But as far as my vision board in 2025 and this video, that's all I have for today. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know what I can improve. I'm gonna try as best I can to keep these coming. It's probably gonna get tough balancing work, in-person classes again, and more things that are gonna come up, but I'm gonna try my best to be somewhat consistent on here. I feel like I've done a decent job for the things that I'm balancing. I feel like I could be a lot worse. Ooh, before the video ends, I remembered there's something I gotta do. Something very, very, very important. Now, if you remember correctly, I said I would do these every video. Today is no exception. I have to be very transparent. My pack luck has been terrible. I know I said the Mew packs were doing good for me, but they've been so bad for the past month. I don't know if I'm a sweat. I have in the Mythical Island ones, the Mew ones, I have all 68 main cards already, so. And I finished these like a month ago. Like this isn't even like recent. I'd finished these a while ago. I have almost 1,500 cards. I want to go to the Pikachu pack. I swear I don't have any of like the main Kanto starters. I think I only have Charizard. That's it. Terrible, 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 terrible. Wow. Bro, the Mewtwo packs are so bad for me, but I want that Venusaur. Yeah, Venusaur is one of the main ones I don't have, so I'm gonna try that. Please. This has gotta be it. You know what? I'll do it backwards. That's fine. Okay. Wow. Maybe I just don't open packs for videos. I don't know. I mean, they haven't been good in general, but at the same time, I have a terrible track record when opening packs here. Oh, I have one more. Oh, I have the hourglass things. Let's do it, let's do it. Third pack, it's gotta be this one, right? Sure, it has to be something in this. Never mind. It's just terrible. But thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Hopefully this kind of inspired you to, maybe if you don't vision board, hopefully this at least gives you some motivation to lay out your plans and goals going into 2025. I have some pretty fun stuff in the works that I can't wait to show you guys. So I love y'all. Stay blessed. I will see you in the next video.
All right, boom, bop, boom.